Hi everyone, welcome. Today's video I am going to do an updated skincare routine just because I've tweaked a few things and I've changed a few things and I kind of sort of went through some things, and yeah, I think my skin changed again being on tretinoin, go figure. So anywhoosies, we're just gonna take all this off and we're just gonna do an updated skincare. Okay, y'all, first things first, we gotta get this hair. Lord have mercy. Okay, ignore the hair, but it's at the end of the day, and we gotta get this makeup off my face. So I did get I'm still getting agency, so I did get my box in the mail, so we will unbox that. But I am gonna start with Good Molecules, and I'm going to start with, it does come with a spatula, but I am going to put on my pretty bracelets. I love these things. I will link them down below, but I get them on Amazon. So I love Good Molecules. I love this cleansing balm. I use about probably I would say maybe size of a dime, maybe. Do not come for me if any of you derms out there are like, that's not how you're supposed to wash your face. Please don't come for me. It's just what works for me. Just saying. So I don't even wet my face. I just start with the cleansing balm, and I just start by massaging this in and breaking up all of this makeup. So we are going to start massage this in and break this up. Okay, so I have wiped off my face. My face is still damp. I go in with the Keys Voluminous. These are the Exfoliator Granules, and it's kind of like sand, and I only use oh, well, that's too much, but I only use, anyway, I tap in water with it, and I only use about the size of a dime, and when you put this on your face, it does set up, it goes on kind of like a paste, maybe, but I love it. It does exfoliate, and I love that. Okay, now after I have that rinsed off, I know my face is red. It usually is. Then I go in for a third time, and I am going in with this BIOMEDIC, all of this stuff was either gifted to me or I got it in a subscription box. So this is my third cleanse. This is when I like to work quickly, just because my face is still damp and I don't want it to dry out. So I am going to go in with this Facial Treatment Clear Lotion by SKINCEUTICALS, and I just use this as an essence, kind of. So I put very little on just because it's expensive, and this will soak up a lot of the product. So I try to put on there just what I will need. So, okay, there we go. And I kind of wait until that's almost dry, and it is, because I have the ceiling fan going. And then I am going to go in with this facial treatment essence. Now, this is expensive. This was gifted to me by a very close friend, so I am not going to put it on any of these pads just because I feel like it's a waste of product and this is so expensive. So I don't even use a full pump. I use a half of a pump, and I put it in the palm of my hand, just like that. And I kind of put the other hand on top like this, and I kind of smash it together and flip it back and forth. And then I go over my face and I just dab it in. And you'll be surprised on how little of product you need when you actually go to use something like this. I remember, you know, way back when I was like big pumps and a lot of it. And I've realized over the years that you really don't need all of that product. Like less is more. Less is more. Okay, anywhoosies. So this is when I go in with my agency. And I will leave the link of this down below. But it is a prescription. You get it online. You have to take a picture. They prescribe it to you by, you know, what you withstand. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. Like, and it's mixed for you. Like, this is completely for you. So, I go in with a pea size amount. So, I go in with, like, that much. And then I also have the dark spot formula. And I go in with about a pea size of that too. And I mix the two of these together just because it goes more. Like I can spread more of it. I really watch, like I try not to go, you know, above this part of my eye because your skin is a sponge and it will soak it up. So if you stay in the T-line of your face, it will soak it up on the outskirts of your face. And it doesn't take much for my skin to like soak it up. I also get the cleansing oil with it. I sometimes use this in place of this. It just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. And then you get the moisturizer with it. I use this, but I also use facial oil with this. So I will put this on and then I will put my facial oil on. And I will let all of this soak in before I go to bed. It is 8 o'clock. So I will let this all soak in about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. An hour at minimum for me. But I will let it, you know, soak in that long before I go to bed. Just because I want my skincare completely soaked into my skin before I go, you know, to lay down or anything like that, because I want all of the goodies before my pillow gets it. I know, right? Anywhoosies, so I am now going to go retrieve my oil that I'm going to put on my face. I'm not sure what oil I'm going to put on my face, but I'm going to go find some oil to put on my face, and then I am going to say so long, farewell, good night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I just got done working out and I just got done washing my face. All I did was just wash it with water just to take off last night's product. So I wanted to show you that this is the oil that I used last night on top of the moisturizer. So this morning I am going to go in with this ARGIRELINE, or I don't know how really to pronounce this, but it's this solution. And I go in with about maybe a half of a dropper full. And I swish it through my hands. And I just go over my face. And then I let that soak in and dry. And then I'm going to go in with this stuff, this jelly serum. This is my second bottle of this. I purchased to myself. I use about 3 pumps. I super, super love this stuff. And the trick is, by putting this stuff on your face, that you let it dry and you let it really soak in before you start putting your makeup on, because I have found that if you don't, your makeup will peel. So then the last thing I go in with is this cream. I love this stuff. It is the Pretty Filter by Seoul. I love this. This is super hydrating. All I do is I just take the lid that goes on top of it and I stick it in there, and I take about, oh, my stupid camera. It's really hard to get it to focus. I take about, there we go. I take about like that much. I would say the size of a nickel. And I get this on my face. Y'all have to ignore the bruise here. That is from tripping over the dog gate and then going to catch myself on the wall. I didn't even know it. I mean, I didn't even realize it bruised. You know how sometimes when you bruise, you have to touch it to remember, what did I do? That's what I had to do. For real. Okay, so this is, I go down my décolleté. Okay. Anywhoosies, this is all I do. And then I let this soak in, and then I go about my day, and I will put on my makeup and enjoy the rest of my day. Anywhoosies, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, and go out and have an awesome, amazing day. I hope you do something kind for somebody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.